Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Uncommon by Josh Burch and Penguin Magic. Hello my friends, and welcome back to another product review, where my job is to take a look at some of the latest and greatest magic on the market and let you know whether or not I think it's something you should be adding to your act. Now in today's video, I wanted to take a look at something very, very special. I've actually gotten a lot of messages from you guys. A couple of you have emailed me reaching out like, hey Michael, did you know that this guy is like selling this Pokemon magic trick thing? I thought you should know about it, blah, blah, blah. I'm completely humbled by you guys, and I'm so thankful that you guys see me as sort of the trading card guy, right? I've been doing a lot of these sort of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And all kinds of, trading card game tricks. But Josh Burch actually reached out to me quite a while ago. I'm gonna say almost 2 years ago now that this thing has been in development. I've had to keep my lips sealed on this, but I've been very excited about this piece of magic. Uncommon by Josh Burch is a trading card game trick. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be Pokemon. It's themed as a Pokemon trick, and hence you use Pokemon cards with this. But the cool thing is you can kind of use anything really. I mean, you can use Magic the Gathering or baseball cards or the new Disney Lorcana cards that are kind of exploded and super popular right now. A lot of really cool different things that you can do with all of these different trading cards. And Josh reached out to me, like I said, a couple years ago. He's like, Michael, I'd like to do a sort of gaffed Pokemon trading card game thing, but rather than having to like split the cards and gaff the sets and all of that, I thought it would be kind of cool to use gimmicked card sleeves. And so that's basically what you're getting here. You guys are looking at the gimmick. It's right here. It's themed as though it's these, like trading card sleeves, right? So if you've ever played any kind of trading card games or whatever, basically it's a card sleeve, right? The card comes out of the sleeve and you put it in there in order to keep the cards protected. And it makes sense. In fact, when I perform the Pokemon Wild Card by Bloemeke, one of the first things people say is, oh man, you don't have those in sleeves. And they're like cringing as I'm like spreading the cards and all of that. So having the cards in the sleeves makes sense. It justifies the routine from a performance standpoint, but like I said, it also allows you to do some really cool stuff without having to damage your cards. So Bloemeke, who's the original creator of the Pokemon Wild Card, who Josh does credit in this tutorial, he got permission from Bloemeke to perform his wild card routine and all of that. He would take these expensive cards and split them, glue them, make gaff cards out of them, and all of this stuff. What this sort of uncommon system does is it allows you to use whatever cards that you want. Like I said, they give you Pokemon, they give you Magic the Gathering, it doesn't matter. It allows you to use those cards, but the sleeves are gimmicks, so you don't have to tear anything, you don't have to destroy any of your cards, right? So what I highly recommend that you guys do is take a look at Bloemeke's original presentation of this. Of course, we sell that at deucegala.com if you guys want to have a look. And just so you guys can get an idea of what the original looked like, compare it to Josh's routine. Now, Josh kind of takes a different approach to it. In the Bloemeke routine, it started with a bunch of common cards, and you end up producing a bunch of really rare holographic cards, the rare Charizard card, right? In Josh Burch's presentation, it's the exact opposite. You start with a bunch of maybe some of your favorite cards. Some of them could be holographic, some of them could be rare cards, right? And you actually go backwards, you turn them all into common cards, and then with the click of the fingers, you turn them all back into rare cards. And the whole story that he tells is one of his little brother would come into his room and try to steal his Pokemon cards. And so what he would do to try to hide them is placing a common card right on the face so that it looked like it's just a stack of common cards. And then, over the years, he's gotten better at hiding them. And then he's like, turning all of the cards into the common energy cards, right? So these energy cards here, These are sort of the cards that allow you to play the game. They give energy to your monsters so they can perform attacks and whatnot. But they're the cheapest of all the cards, right? So you're hiding all of your rare, valuable cards amongst sort of these common cards, right? And I think the routine is really well thought out. It is a very nice budget approach to the Pokemon wildcard routine. So, like I said, I highly encourage you guys go watch the original. I highly encourage if you want to do something with Pokemon cards or, like I said, baseball cards, basketball cards, Magic the Gathering, Lorcana, Disney cards, whatever it is that you want to do Magic with, I highly, highly recommend that you guys check out Uncommon by Josh Burch, because it's a really cool piece of Magic, and I love the routine. I mean, I've been performing the Pokemon wild card for a really long time, and I'm definitely going to be using this moving forward so I don't have to gaff any of the cards. I'm still going to use Bloemeke's presentation. I'm still going to use the rare holographic Charizards when I do my act. But like I said, it allows you to be able to perform this without having to worry about the cards wearing out over time or having to split and ruin any of your expensive cards. So, what are you receiving in the Uncommon set? You're getting a bunch of sleeves. Half of the sleeves are gimmicked, half of the sleeves are not. So what that allows you to do is to be able to hand the cards out at the start. Everything can be examined. They can check the cards, they can check the sleeves and all that, and then you could switch into your gimmicks. Now you don't have to do that. Personally, when I perform this, I don't do that. There's a nice little convincer, right? And I'll show you, like I said, I'm using these are the gimmicks right here, right? So you're just showing all of the cards, right? You have the energy card, and like I said, you can take the card out, you can show it all around just like this. And it's not just the energy card, like I said. You have all of these other cards here too. So this is, what is this? This is a creature card, a monster card, right? And you see it's just an empty sleeve, and you can set the card inside the sleeve. And I'm showing you guys the gimmick right now. That's what's really cool about this. It's very fair. You cannot hand the gimmick out to be examined because they'll see what's going on there. If you're familiar with the way wildcard works, you already kind of understand it. But a very casual showing of the cards, you can do exactly what I showed you. And like I said, he gives you the non-gimmick sleeves too. So if you really wanted to, you can hand the cards out for examination at the start, switch them, and then go into the routine, right? And there's tons of different ways to do that. So really, really cool. Not only are you getting the sleeves, you're getting some Pokemon cards to go with. These are authentic Pokemon cards from the actual Pokemon TCG, so they're not custom printed or special in any way. They're real Pokemon cards. And if you want, like I said, you can use whatever Pokemon cards you want. He gives you some Pokemon cards to start off with so that you can start learning the routine. But then you're welcome to go online. You can go like on eBay or Amazon, or if you already have your own Pokemon card collection, you could pick out the ones that you like the most after you've learned the routine and then add those into your set. So there's a lot of really cool things that you can do with these sleeves. And I'll say it one more time, it does not have to be Pokemon cards. If you're a huge Michael Jordan fan and you want to do this with, you know, basketball cards, or you're a huge Babe Ruth fan, you want to do this with baseball cards, or you love Magic the Gathering, or you're into the new Disney Lorcana trading card game, you can use any of these cards for the sleeves. The cards that fit inside the sleeves are poker-sized cards, but you could also use bridge-sized trading cards like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, for example, if you really wanted to. They might be a little bit looser inside the sleeves, but the effect will still work. So a lot of really cool stuff there. And then what you're getting tutorial-wise is a 40-minute tutorial. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting like a 15-minute thing. You get a 40-minute tutorial while Josh teaches his Uncommon wildcard routine, walks you through from start to finish, all the way through, how he performs the effect. He offers some advice and everything like that, different tips and tricks to get the best out of the routine. And of course, he's gonna show you exactly how all of the props work. So high quality production, it's Penguin Magic. Don't expect any less from that. Josh Burch is your instructor himself. He's gonna be teaching you this stuff. And like I said, overall, excellent piece of magic. No complaints at all from me. And again, for those of you who have reached out to me and have said, Michael, this guy's doing like the Pokemon stuff, and what do you think about that and all of that? I appreciate you guys. He definitely reached out to Michael Bloemeke for permission. He reached out to me for permission. And to be honest with you, I don't even think he needed to do that. I'm not the gatekeeper, and Michael's not the gatekeeper of Pokemon magic. If you want to come up with your own Pokemon routine or your own whatever, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever it is that you want to do, I highly encourage that. I think that the magic community needs more people in this community that are doing things that they love to do. And if you love trading card games like myself, like Bloemeke or Burch, Uncommon is definitely the piece of magic for you. So I wanted to thank you guys so much. Of course, link in the description below if you guys want to purchase this trick. But before I let you guys go, I wanted to go ahead and shout out right here some of my supporters who have joined the mob and they're helping support this channel. So huge shout outs to Jim Hathy Magician, Victor Globa, Jeff K, Joe Kent, Howard Markovitz, Daniel Barco, and Ken. Thank you guys so much for becoming members. It really, really means a lot that you guys have done so and are supporting the channel. These guys are getting access to the tutorials. They're getting access to the early videos. You don't have to wait for them to premiere. They're getting access to the family meetings, and some of them are even getting access to the one-on-one sessions with me, where you guys can pick my brain about anything that you want, all of that stuff. If you guys want to join them, all you have to do is just click the join button and become a member. If you have not done that, that's totally fine. All I ask is that you guys continue to enjoy my videos, and you can even click the subscribe button and ring the bell if you'd like, so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this review of Uncommon. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.